Hello and welcome to the best of Hindsight Tonight. I'm Damian Muziani, and here is this week's theme. Enjoy. Meet Cecil, a 7-year-old Goldendoodle who racked up a dinner bill of $4,000 by eating it all in cash. His owners left a stack of bills on the kitchen counter, and before they knew it, Cecil had chewed up and swallowed every penny. Cecil's parents then had to, retrieve the money from both ends of the dog and piece them together. Finally, a new way to launder your cash. They said Cecil has been a good dog ever since he was a puppy, proving that our economy is just going to the dogs. Kind of like this guy. This is Flacco, a Eurasian eagle owl and one-time inmate at the Central Park Zoo in Manhattan. Someone vandalized his exhibit last year and Flacco escaped. Wildlife conservationists feared he'd be lost and confused, like most residents of New York. But over the past 12 months, he's adapted to metropolitan life and has been spotted and photographed all over the island. Big Applers flocked around Flacco, and their hearts fluttered with love and solidarity for an animal that so clearly reflected their own strong survival instincts, and oh my God, never mind, he's dead. On Friday, Flacco flew right into a building on 89th Street, fell to the sidewalk, and died. That's probably why he should have been tranquilized and returned to captivity instead of being waved at for 12 months. Hey, New York, does Flacco still fit in with that birds of a feather free spirit survival narrative of yours? Actually, we suspect foul play may be involved, but who knows how Flacco could have died? Maybe there's just something in the water. Certainly not Charlotte, a female California round stingray that is still reportedly pregnant. Congrats, Charlotte. Who's the father? Better call Maury Povich out of retirement for this one. You see, there have never been male stingrays in Charlotte's tank. But technically, female rays don't need men to have kids. That's an immaculate misconception. But the world has been impatiently waiting weeks to see if a little stingray will lead them. Who knows, maybe Charlotte's child will perform miracles like walk on water or turn water into brine. Nowadays, when you see images of people wearing masks, you might automatically assume it's COVID-related. But these photos were taken over 20 years ago in China when people tried to ward off the H5N1 bird flu. With all the vaccines and coronavirus action over the last 4 years, you may have thought that our fevered, feathered friends had flown the coop, but
they're back!
Oh yes, reports have confirmed that the birds have returned and are infecting America's dairy cows, which then taint our milk supply. The threat to humans is, of course, very small unless you decide to spend all day hugging and cuddling cows, and who does that kind of thing? Oh, wait, we do. The latest social media trend is bovine bonding, where you pay $75 to hug and cuddle cows to relieve tension and stress, and then get to drive home smelling like a landfill. But state and federal officials have told dairy farmers to limit visits from heifer huggers as much as possible, and they're so sorry for any inconvenience. But what does this mean for the cattle cuddlers? Who or what will they hug now? Other humans? Ew! That's probably how their anxiety got started. They could hug trees. Hey, it worked for the environmentalist baby boomers in the 60s, but trees can't show explicit consent, which we now recognize as the blueprint for harassment. While people across the country are buzzing along with their Mother's Day plans, a mother load of bees turned a rural road in Maine into a honey highway. Reports say that 15 million honeybees broke free when the transport truck they were loaded into turned over and crashed. No word yet on what caused the accident, but Maine, tractor-trailer accident, Animal Kingdom gone wild. This has Stephen King novel written all over it.
May the Lord
Authorities called in a beekeeper to help wrangle the angry insects, and it was love at first sting. Run, Forrest, run! The driver of the truck also was stung multiple times, but it's not established if he crashed because of the bees. They do say that buzz driving is drunk driving, though. Who knows? Maybe the guy just got lost after asking one of those arrogant Downeastern Mainers for directions. You can't get there from here. Oh, right. Trump must be referring to the Thailand town of Lopburi, which has recently been literally overrun by roving gangs of wild monkeys. The tourist spot has always been known for its funny and clever macaque attacks, but now authorities say that the monkey population has grown to over 2,500 and they effectively run the city now, shaking down visitors, stealing food indiscriminately, and stopping traffic with public performances of West Side Story in the town square. The plan is to trap the primates one at a time in cages and then relocate them to the jungles, but the concern is that the monkeys will eventually learn to avoid these cages. Our solution? Just project the Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom movie outside. If the sight of chilled monkey brains doesn't scare them out of town, Kate Capshaw's bad acting surely will. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week with more of the best of Hindsight Tonight.